Hey guys, it's Missy Gordon the Metamystic here. I'm going to do a special new moon in Libra reading for you. I've been meditating for a few minutes and I want to shuffle the deck with you and just say the mantra that I say over the cards every day on my readings over on TikTok. So if you want to get daily readings, shameless plug. If you want to get daily readings, you can go over to my TikTok at The Metamystic. But this is what I say every single day. Love, light, wisdom, value, knowledge, joy, power, and self-fulfillment. Love, light, wisdom, value, knowledge, joy, power, and self-fulfillment. Love, light, wisdom, value, knowledge, joy, power, and self-fulfillment. We're going to do a Celtic cross today. Let's cut the deck. Eastern time, the new moon in Libra is at 5:54 p.m. So look up what time it is for you. Our first card out is the Six of Wands. This is how we're showing up. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, I'm using this Brit's Third Eye Tarot. Yeah, wow. Look at this. That is a victory. And everybody sees. Everybody sees. Or everybody will see. So whatever you're working on, everybody will see. And, you know, that's not always good, right? Because there's always going to be people that are seeing you, that are excited for you. They are on the same page as you, so they look at you as them. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at you as them. Or people could look at you like they wish they were you, right? And that can cause people to do all sorts of things, you know, and that's the difference between true power and Libra is all about relationships. And it's hard when you are successful and there are people that are not happy for you. So just keep going anyways. You know, it's surprising what happens when you do begin to hit success, like who is there and who is not there, or who is openly against you. It's just really telling, and that's what this new moon in Libra is, in this Libra season, is bringing forward. It's rattling our relationships. It's shaking our comfort zones. It's putting us in the hot seat. You know, it's putting us in a place that could be very uncomfortable. So even though this is how we're showing up and it is success, Sometimes success is challenging. When you begin to move towards success, be prepared for all sorts of things. The good, the bad, the surprising. I'm seeing like an hourglass as I'm doing that. And the pieces of sand are falling. An hourglass is similar to the scales in that it's a measurement. It's a measurement of time. The scales are a measurement of weight. And I feel like Libra season is asking you this question. How much are you willing to bear? How much weight are you willing to bear? And looking at that, that's like that 10 of Wands energy. It's looking at that. It's looking at your relationships and really letting that weight be felt instead of numbing out. Or, numbing out could be TV. It doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be scrolling on your phone. It could be any form of detachment to escape the reality of the situation that we're in, whatever that may be for you. And Libra does something. It's very sharp. It's very precise. It's the black ink on the white paper. It's black and white. It's facts. It's the courtroom. It's what is true. And looking at that. And that can be extremely, extremely scary. I'll speak for myself. It's very scary for me. It's very challenging to look at yourself in the mirror and to weigh your life and to weigh the situations and to really look at things in a factual way as opposed to putting on the rose-colored glasses, which is very Piscean, or letting it just be all business, which can sometimes be Capricorn. This Libra energy, it's asking us to look at how much weight we're carrying, because this is the reality, the Six of Wands. But how long can you stay up here if you're carrying burdens? Eventually, it's going to wear you down if it hasn't already. And so I could come on here and say, you're going to be successful, everything's going to change, your life's going to change. And maybe. But once you're there, can you hold that position? Could you hold that weight for 10 years? Could you hold 6 people on your back? Could you hold a job that's draining all of your energy so that you don't have time for yourself? What price are you willing to pay for success? And Libra asks that question. Crossing us is the King of Pentacles. This kind of reminds me of like peacock colors as I'm looking at this. Again, I that question, what price are you willing to pay? See those coins stacked behind the King of Pentacles? It's like maybe there is success here, financially possibly. But at what cost? Or maybe, relationships look good on the outside, like on social media. You can make something look like $1 million, but maybe when when you're alone with the person and you're home with them, it feels empty and hollow. Libra asks the question, like, is that what you really want? Do you want to just live in a facade of a great life, or do you really want to have a great life? And that's what I mean, and that's why I paused for like a minute and 30 seconds, or how long I weirdly paused at the beginning of this reading. It's like, and see how I'm even like drained. Like, I have really been, like, even the sound of my voice, I've really been in this Libra energy for the past few days, and it's an assessment. It's like you're being audited. It's like governmental, you know, like your life is being audited. Your life is being looked at. If you let this Libra energy, if it's like Libra's knocking on your door, and if you let Libra in, the agreement is Libra will look through all the corners and facets of your life. Libra will look in the closet. Libra will look through your family photos. Libra will look through your fridge. Libra will look at your secret stash of candy. Libra will look under your bed at the dusty floor. Libra will look at all these different areas if you allow. And Libra will show you in black and white terms what is taking your energy, what is helping lead you more towards success, what is like real love and what is just the facade. Because Libra goes deep. You know, it's Venus, it's love, it's is it real? Like, it's like the scales. There's that tradition that talks about when you die, your life, essentially, the essence of you is weighed on these scales. And if it's as light as a feather, then you go through, right? This is kind of like a mini version of that. And we have the opportunity to see how heavy is our life. How heavy is this life? And Libra wants you to be able to let go of some of that burden if you so choose, and Libra is here to help you do that. So in the root position, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Working hard or hardly working? Now this girl's working hard. Look, she's chiseling out of a rock. She's chiseling a rock here. See, you know, the past could feel set in stone. It could feel like it's something, like if you had a boulder, would you think to yourself, oh, I'm gonna break that into 1,000 pieces? No, you wouldn't even attempt it. It's like the past can feel like that. It can feel like it's this boulder. I had this imagery either yesterday or the day before, and I've been in this Libra energy for a few days. It's really been like flowing through me. And I saw this imagery because I've been doing all this inner child work and stuff. I saw this imagery in my stomach of this large boulder, and it was like I couldn't penetrate to a certain point. And this is the first time in my life that I'm actually willing to go deeper, and I'm actually willing to look at things and do the work to get there, and breaking through some of these mechanisms, these attachment, like relationship patterns and attachment styles is what I'm trying to say, and fearful avoidant, and just doing all of this like introspection, but with the help of Libra. Because Libra will tell you like it is, but Libra will do it in love and will help you become balanced. Libra is doing this for your good. So it's possible to chisel through It's possible. And you're doing it. You're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New things are coming. Just keep doing that work. See, her hair and her shirt is purple. It's like crown chakra here. She's receiving divine wisdom on how to chisel away at this past, this deep past, this root, this foundation. And it's working. It's working. In the recent past, we have Temperance. Taking that and turning it into something else, taking your past, taking your points of view and working with it in order to create something new, something never seen before, something that's going to continue to change as well. Something very raw, very honest, very open, very heart-based. You're turning it's like beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. It's like Isaiah 61. It's like turning one thing into another, something that was ash. You can form it and create it and turn it into a rose. That's what Temperance does. But it asks for this nudity. You know, this taking off the robe and just not lying anymore, not putting on that facade that everything's okay and, you know, oh, I'm doing so well. You are. But at what cost? You know, at the cost of your soul. Oh, I have a great life. I love everything in my life. I'm glad. But Libra asks us to look in the dark spots that we like. It's like that kitchen drawer that just has all that junk in it that we don't even know what the hell's in there, right? And Libra's like, let me look in that drawer. And you're like, I don't even know what the hell's in there. I want to look in that drawer. What's in our mind space here? The 3 of Pentacles. Wow. You want people to look at what you're creating here like it's a work of art. Like it's quality. Like all this hard work, all this inner struggle was actually worth you doing this. You also crave others that are in the same boat and that you can help each other to produce the same sort of value in the world. In the near future, we have the 7 of Swords. Still running, still hiding, still not wanting to look. But it's just a circle. You're just going to end up back here again because this is what you've always been doing, is working on yourself, even if it was subconscious. So even if you do run, see how she's running away from her own secrets here. Libra helps to unearth, and that's a funny term to use for Libra, but to unearth the things that were like packed tightly, like pressing soil into the ground, like packing seeds so tightly away, things that you forgot about that you planted a long time ago. Libra's like, remember, these are not bad secrets. These are good secrets. These are who you are. Don't run from who you are. And see how she's running towards the Temperance card. So even though it is showing the Seven of Swords, she's running towards change. She's trying to run towards change. And I believe that that's what we're doing as a collective, even if we are reluctant at first to make these hard changes. At the end of the day, we're still running toward the change. We're still willing to be afraid, but do it anyway. You know, she wants to be like this. She wants to be like this person. I mean, it looks like the same person. Look at the hair. She wishes she could be like this all the time, right? And sometimes she is. And sometimes she's running, and that's okay. Because we have success. It all just kind of flows back together. That's that Temperance energy. It's always flowing. All we've got to do is just get back in the current and flow again if we've stepped out for a while. So let's see. Move these over a bit. We have the Five of Pentacles. How we're showing up or what's in our soul. Like, we're like, you know, universe, can I get a little change? Can I get a little change? Change. Change in coins and change in our situations and change in our lives because we feel like impoverished, at least in some ways. Not all, because we have success here. We have the Magician in our environment. But we're working with magic, see? With the Magician and Temperance here, we're manifesting. We are changing our situation. It's like magic is... It's in our rooms. It's in our cars. It's that source energy that energizes us and causes us to see things through new eyes. And that can be scary sometimes, seeing things with new eyes from another perspective. This looks like the same girl as well. See? Same hair. And this one, she's looking fancy. Look at her dress. Love that. I need a dress like that. What's in our hopes and fears here? The Hanged Man. Change. We're scared of looking at it from another perspective. Like I was just saying, it's like looking at our lives from another perspective with new eyes, and that scares us. We feel like it will be we fear that looking at ourselves or in our relationships, in our lives, and bringing balance to things, we're fearing that this is what it's going to feel like. I mean, that would hurt. Look at that. But we don't have to be afraid of that. Because look, she has magic at her fingertips. Can you see? It's that same magic that we have in the Magician card. She has magic right at her fingertips. And then finally, our outcome. The Queen of Cups. See, we end up where we're meant to be. Looking at our heart and looking with our heart and looking at ourselves in the mirror. See, there's that mirror imagery that I've been referencing this whole time. It's looking at what we're afraid to see, what we're afraid to look at. Once again, this looks like the same girl. Look, she has that same hair. And she looks like the high priestess here. Look at this beautiful cup. Looking in the mirror is worth it. That's what Libra's asking us to do. To look at things as they are, not as they should be, because nothing's as it should be. No one's as it should be. Brennan Manning said that. Just looking in our nudity here, right? And just our raw state without all this other stuff, right? We are successful. We are talented. We are resourceful. We are hard workers, right? We are magical. But we felt impoverished because we turned on our own selves. We ran from what we knew. And all of us have done this in ways, and Libra is asking us just revisit, especially with all the retrogrades that are going on right now. We have 6 planets in retrograde as I'm filming this today on the 25th of September, 2022. This is a time of looking at what's real, examining that, and revealing that to the world. People will look at that as valuable, just like you're hoping. This is in the mind space. You're hoping people will look at things this way. You're hoping that they'll see it from another perspective. And some of them will. But the most important thing is that we see it from that perspective first. Then the rest will see it. Just keep working. And keep moving forward. And keep looking into your heart and into the hearts of others. And that will always guide you back in this circle, back around, even when we're afraid to look, even when we're running from ourselves. It always guides us back to here, to the stillness, to the quiet, to the essence of who we really, really, really are. Right? So that's what I'm getting for this new moon in Libra. Let's set our intentions for what we want to manifest. You know, I want things in my life, I'll speak for myself, to balance out, even if that's scary with that 7 of Swords, even if it's scary to look at my patterns and look at my attachment styles and look at the way that I've used, you know, my coping mechanisms, and looking at that and not blaming anybody else and not even blaming myself. You know, we do what we do to survive. We do what we do to survive, right? But it becomes stuck sometimes, and then we hide it, and we feel like it's chasing us, when really this can be our lives. This can be our state of being, our ontology, right? I'm asking for the mirror. This new moon in Libra. We ask for that mirror, as scary as it is. We let Libra into our homes, into our lives, and let Libra look at what's there, because Libra's trying to help us and balance things. And we allow for that. And we take the darker things we've been through and we turn it into value for ourselves and others. And we build with those materials now. The magician has all of the elements at their disposal. We build with the pain, with the secrets revealed, with the raw honesty. And I feel like that's what this new moon is bringing out for me. So much love to you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Remember, I do daily readings over on TikTok at the Metamystic. So check me out over there. I'm also on Instagram at Honeybee Music, and B is spelled B33. So until next time, you guys, much love, and I'll see you soon.